can't tell what that bird is. I mean, I could kill him right now. This bird's gained some pretty good distance right here on us. Bird right here. Welcome back to Southern Extreme TV, fellas. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We've got the whole posse loaded up here today. I'm gonna try to get on a longbeard. John Boy killed a bird, so we're gonna go and see if we can get on a couple more. It's midday. Me and John got on those birds first thing this morning, and things died down since then. So we went and grabbed some breakfast. We're on our way back. Sun is getting up. It's gonna be hot. The wind's not blowing. It's about 9:45. Here in the next little bit, we should be able to strike a bird somewhere on one of these properties. We're gonna start just bouncing around until we get one fired up enough to come in and do it. So let's go see if we can shoot one in the face. All right, guys, we got a bird gobbling. We're trying to make a move on him. He's across the power line. We're on this other ridge. Trying to get up on the same level as him. Yeah, it's him. He's just feeding now. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It's the next morning. Hunted yesterday afternoon with Willie and Dad and Uncle John. John had a real good day yesterday. He was able to get him onto a bird. Me and Willie was able to get onto a bird, but he was henned up and was not reacting to calls. So we pretty much hung it up yesterday after that midday hunt. Over here at a spot where I hunted the other day and come in here midday and seen two turkeys, and I believe they were both gobblers. And it was kind of a messed up situation. We had a coyote come running by and it made the turkeys pitch up into a tree. So my game plan is to get here early. Typically those birds don't get to that spot until like 10 o'clock. But the other day I got there like 8:30 and they were already there. So game plan is to go in here early. It's probably not going to be a crazy exciting hunt right off the bat, because these birds don't roost right here on this property. They roost on the neighboring property, but then they walk to us onto this property. So I'm hoping that like mid-morning, 8 to 9:30 is probably when we're going to see these birds. If it doesn't happen here, we've got another property where a landowner told us that they heard a bird all day yesterday. So let's get up here, let it get a little daylight. It's right at about 6:15. See if we can get in here and get one fired up, shoot one in the face. All right, guys. I was trying to make it up on top of this hill. And this bird gobbled right on the roadbed. And I was out in the middle of this field that we've never had a turkey in before. All I could do was crawl over to this little isolated tree. But this bird, is right here somewhere. I don't have a daggone decoy. I don't know. All I can hope for is that this bird pitches down into this field with me. If he does that, then I got a shot at killing him. He is very close. He is less than 100 yards. It's getting close. It's getting close to enough light for him to fly down into this field. Crows and all the other birds are starting to come alive. I got a bad feeling he's gonna pitch down. He's gonna pitch down and go up on that ridge, and we ain't gonna be able to do nothing with him because right now he's up above us. The only hope that we got is that he may want to come into this field, but I've never seen a turkey in this field. More than likely he's going to go where we were trying to go. He's gobbling pretty good, and I've not heard any other hens with him, so. I gotta take a poop in a bad way. I know he's heard me calling. I'm just gonna go quiet right now. He's heard us. I'm just trying to convince him to this field kind of rolls uphill. There's a real big flat down here, but then there's a little area up here that's higher than everything else. I'm just trying to convince him to pitch down into that, because I believe if he'll pitch down into that, I can convince him to at least poke his head up to look down here into this flat. He's on the ground. He's back there towards where we were trying to go. because I couldn't get a good gauge on how far back up in there he was. He's back in there a long ways. I don't know exactly where we're at, but he's pretty good ways up here. I mean, right there was our hide. I mean, you can see this big field just rolls up. That bird was roosted somewhere right there. Try to gain a little bit. I'm actually at a tree now where I can see up through there a pretty good bit. That bird's probably 90 yards. That last time he gobbled, he was close. I called to him at that last tree. He's still just right there. He's right there in the corner. He's right there in the dang corner of that road bed, man. I just really don't think I'm going to be able to get him to come down here to me. That's the biggest problem. That sounded like two birds right there. Yeah, one bird was closer. Maybe it wasn't two birds. Maybe he was just turning towards me. This bird's getting close. I don't think he's across that barbed wire fence anymore. It sounds like he's moved into the woods with us. He's right to the left. Right to the left of those trees. That little cluster of 3 trees right in front of us. He's just to the left of them somewhere. Well, sometimes that's the hardest decision to make. We're going to leave that bird. He's just not in a... He just beat me to the spot I wanted to get to. When they get to that spot, unless they get into that field, which he's headed that way, but still the problem is, if he gets into that field, it's almost like I'm calling him backwards. Mainly because he's hurt. I mean, I've called to him down here, and it was a long shot. As soon as he gobbled, I knew it was a Hail Mary. The only thing that I regret, we could have killed that bird. When he first gobbled, I was standing right there on that edge, and he was somewhere up in these trees right here, up on that ridge. There was a way for me to get around and get up there to that spot he's in right now, right off the roost, without him seeing me. But I didn't do it, number one, because I was scared to go out across this field here because of his angle. I thought he would be able to see me if I got over there, but I don't think that he could. And I think I basically would have been, if I would have been sitting where I wanted to get this morning, I would have killed that bird. If I would have been 15 to 20 minutes earlier, I would have either walked past that bird and spooked him, or I would have walked past that bird and got over there to where I could have killed him. And I think I could have walked past him and I almost think I could have walked past him. I could have come dang close to walking past him this morning if I would have just took off as soon as he gobbled. But the problem was he gobbled, and I didn't know exactly where he was at on that ridge, and that's what got me. Because it took him another probably 5 to 6 minutes to gobble again. And in the morning when it's getting daylight, 5 to 6 minutes is a big deal. I mean, that could be the difference in them thinking you're just a deer or something else versus them busting you. So he's up there in his little spot. The good thing is the bird is super vocal. We still got 2.5, 3 weeks of season left. We'll kill that bird, I believe. I think we can kill him. We've never had a bird roosted right there, ever. And that's kind of what boogered me up. I've had them roosted in some weird places here, but I've never had them roosted right there. So, let's go over to the next spot. The landowner said they'd heard a bird gobbling all day yesterday. Let's see if we can get. Alright, we're over at the other property. I pulled down to the landowner's house because there's 2 fields. The bird she heard yesterday was in the field behind her house. Parked the truck, got out and listened, and there's a bird over here on the left-hand side where I typically hunt at. There's a bird hammering right there. He is a daggum long ways away though. We've got a good bit that we can gain on him. It's 7:54. Typically this is a better midday spot. But that bird is absolutely losing his mind. So we're gonna hang out right here for a minute. If I think gaining close to him will help, then we might do it. But we're just gonna see what we can get done. So guys, we're gonna go towards this bird. This bird is a long ways off of our property. We're gonna get over here to the edge of ours and hope for the best. I think we can gain probably another 100, maybe 200 on him. I've called and he's answered. The problem is these woods are really thick that I'm in. I mean, you can see through them, but the canopy's thick. So that doesn't allow the sound to travel as good as it can. So that can go 2 ways, from me calling and from him gobbling. So it's a real pretty open ridge over here where it kind of gets us out of these pines. So I'm gonna go over here and check it out. See if maybe gaining that distance to him will maybe convince him to come over here. I'm still not 100% sold that this bird ain't across the road, which is going to be even more difficult feat. Over here on this oak flat, he gobbled the entire time I was walking. He's definitely closer. By golly gee George, that bird right there might do it, fellas. That bird is moving. And we're on this kind of high ridge. We're on this kind of high ridge right here. I think that bird was across the dang road. And I think he just crossed the road. Now that gobble right there sounded farther away. I wonder if it's two birds. I guess he could have been turned away from me. I don't know, he's still a pretty good ways, but he has gained some. He's in a field, he's in the neighbor's field gobbling right now. I swear, I think before he was across the main road. He is, by gosh, hammering. He definitely gained a little bit right there. I think he's slowly coming. I don't know if he's got hens with him or if he's maybe the hens are slowly starting to forget about him. I don't know. But I mean, it's 8:30 and this bird's fired up. That's a good sign that bird's still gobbling past 8 o'clock. Oh shit. Bird right here. There he is, there's two birds. One bird is right here on us. Somewhere. Bird's moving to my right. Hard right. Moving hard right. This dang bird's gonna try to circle me. What the fuck? Guys, I think he ain't really a Jake. I don't know what he is. I can't tell what that bird is. I mean, I could kill him right now. He's acting like a longbeard. He's just, I don't think he is a longbeard. His beard's only like 5 or 6 inches. But I also can't tell if he's just got beard rot. I haven't been able to get a great look at his fan. If his fan is full, if his fan is fully grown, then I feel like he's got beard rot. big bird. He had me all kinds of bound up. He come in hard on my right hand side. He came in hard on my right side. And I was back up behind me when I first seen him. I've got great cover right here at this little tree. Got a little holly bush right here beside me. I mean, this bird walked an entire circle around me. He's been back up on top of that ridge, gobbling like crazy. I thought there was 2 birds, but maybe I was wrong. I swear there had to be 2 birds. There was a bird gobbled. I mean, it sounded like he was, by gosh, right there. And he gobbled right after another bird gobbled. It sounded like it was in the field. But maybe it was just the way that the land laid. Maybe it made him sound funny. And this bird's fired up. I couldn't tell if he was a jake. It looked like he had 1 or 2. It looked like he had a couple tail feathers that were longer than the other ones, like his fan wasn't completely full. That's a cool hunt right there, man. Sometimes it's not always about killing them. What's cool is I could have shot that bird, but now he gets to live. Maybe breed these hens. Grow up, be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna come back in here and shoot him next year. Hammering, son. What a beautiful morning. Just a beautiful morning, man. We've had our opportunities. We sure have. 9 o'clock right now. Well, just left that eventful hunt. Well, back over here to where we started this morning. Initially, I didn't think that we would see a bird or kill a bird over here until right around 9 o'clock. But that bird was roosted in a horrible spot. So we're back over here. It's about 9:30, 9:45. We left this bird gobbling and kind of going towards where we initially wanted to be at. So my hope is that this bird is in that field. As long as he's in that field, we've got a chance. Or if he's in the real open trees down the hill, which is where they were supposed to be at the other day in one of the last videos where that coyote chased some of those turkeys at us. The only way we're going to get busted right here if he's doing something just completely stupid, which is back on that ridge where he was roosted at, then that's going to suck. But I don't think so. I think where he's wanting to go is where the bulk of all these birds go midday. And usually we have a really good chance at shooting those birds midday here. Obviously that bird we just left from was fired up. So hopefully this bird, he's had time to kind of die down. Sun's acting like it's wanting to pop out, and who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get another one. Just had a bird gobble. Let's freaking go. He's in a great spot. He is below us into these open woods where I thought he would be at. The only thing I need him to do is not to do something stupid. and just stay down there below us. I need him to come up there to us. I'm going to slow play this one because I got in here. He doesn't know we're here. I got a bunch of these dead limbs in my way. See if I can. See if I can get some of them trimmed, mainly just for my gun barrel. Yeah, that's a lot better. He was down in there. I mean, not crazy far, but he was down in there. The only thing that makes me nervous about him is if this son of a gun comes up in here, not gobbling. That's really gonna piss me off. He just pops up on us. Got a pretty good little hide right here, but I am just flat out not comfortable. It sounded like he worked down the hill a little ways, which is a good thing. Because that means right now it doesn't sound like he's going to come into this field above us. Well, that bird sat over there and gobbled for 2 hours. And I didn't go towards him because I thought that at some point he would want to work back into this field. To finally, he stayed in one spot for probably an hour and a half. And I said, well, I got to at least gain some ground on him and see if I can make something happen, you know. And I tear off out through here, and all I'm doing is just sneaking from tree to tree. And I didn't really gain that much on him, to be honest with you. I'm probably 80 yards, maybe, from where I was at. And bird gobbled. Okay, I got a peg on him. Got a big tree in between me and him. Walked right out the next one. By this time, this bird's probably, I don't know, still 200, maybe 300 yards from me. Gobbles again, get to the next tree, probably gain another 30 yards. Get to this tree, nothing. Hadn't gobbled in a long time, so that wind's getting up pretty steady. I think he's probably going into feeding mode. I'm not going to sit here all day. I'd rather kill that bird while he's gobbling and wanting to do it. I think we'll kill that bird. I think I need to get back to the exact tree that I was at, but get there first thing in the morning and catch him coming. He's coming out this ridge, going straight there. So if I can get to that point, I feel pretty confident about no matter where he's at, I can get in front of him and get him shot. But I think the hunt's over with today. Guys, I really did appreciate you guys hanging out for this video. I know we could have killed a bird today, but sometimes it is more satisfying to let him go. Wasn't a big bird at all. Looked like he had 2, maybe 3 feathers in the middle of his fan that were longer than the others. So I guess he's a Jake, but he had a beard 4 to 5 inches long. It's just not the bird we're wanting to shoot. We're wanting to look for a good long beard. Don't know how big this bird is. Never laid eyes on him, but we're going to come back here and try him some other time. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's been a dang blast. Birds gobbling, beautiful weather. Just enjoying my time out here in the shade and enjoying making these videos for you all to watch. Means the world. Hit that subscribe button and share this video. Sharing these videos helps us grow. I say us, me and Guffey from the coyote hunt side of the world, but it means a lot, guys. It really does. I've had a dang blast so far. We still got 2 or 3 weeks left in season. It's been a very good season so far. We've been blessed. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all on the next one.